Horizon's too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, fueled by my pride.
Spick Span Show!
And then we're live. Just like that. I think it was another seamless entry into going live here. And I don't know if anybody guessed who the special guest was. I actually, you know what's funny? This is Isaac Barrow.
Hi.
We're going to do another little bit of trivia here shortly. But even you took like such a hiatus from playing actual professional paintball to working in the industry forever and then back into the industry. But even when I forgot what we were at, like Velocity and stuff like that, and they were like, they didn't know, a lot of people didn't know what team you played for. And I think that I'm going to use that for a little bit of trivia here a little bit later.
All right.
Just kind of what team did Isaac play for? Is there anybody who is from like, when did you stop playing paintball?
2006.
So you
stopped playing, but then I walked away from paintball in 2010 altogether.
2010 altogether, right. And now you're back.
I'm back.
And what do you do?
I work for Push.
There we go. Which is why he's got a Push t-shirt on. Which is also why we've got a bunch of Push giveaways for this month for the Mega Support members. We're going to talk about the cooler bag, which I've mentioned a bunch on the show before. We showed the goggles. Actually, I think we've already given away like 3 pairs of your Push goggles.
No
2 or 3 pairs. Yeah. We got awesome fans on the show. As you can see, people are in here. And we got really cool, radical people that are like, hey, I've got something that I want to give away. As you can see in that mask holder above Isaac's head, actually, there's a white pair of JT goggles. And I like to say, you know, everybody wants to support the show. You could give away anything. It doesn't matter if it's a competing sponsor of mine. I'm still going to plug you guys and thank you very much for all your support, no matter what it is, because we're just giving it back to you guys. And we've given away HK goggles. As you can see, we're going to probably give another pair away next week as well. But Isaac gave us some Push goggles to give to you guys. And so with that, we're going to talk a little bit about those. I am going to say straight up that I think those infamous goggles are some of the coolest looking goggles.
They are indeed.
It's cool that you guys, do you guys do ones for NYX or do they do their own?
They do their own.
He went wild on his own, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, those guys are... NYX. Congratulations to NYX for flying all the way out to California and winning a game. One match. So they did a great job. Congratulations, Harris.
It's for the love of the game, really.
It is.
Having a great time.
And that is right. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what brought you back into the game, right? Because you're now...
Because I'm not as good as I used to be, but I still like to play.
Yeah. and that's what it's all about. Because you play a lot of the ICPLs or the 10-mans and things like that. You're back into it that way, right?
Yep. But I'd entertain playing something more seriously.
Oh.
I played an X-Ball event in Guadalajara.
Oh, that's right.
Massively successsul. Massively.
You guys won?
Well, we got second place.
That's
but
right.
for our group, that was for
the group. Who was the team?
So it was Chris Lasoya and Davey Williamson.
Yep.
And me and Brandon Lambertson. And Ted Kuneva, which if you follow paintball in the 80s, then you know who that is.
That's actually funny because we were talking about Davey's still got it, straight up.
Davey's back in it.
Davey's not only back in it, but he's still like, he's
the itch. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. His itch is actually a result of him sliding into a pole at ICC on the 50 in the semifinals against our first match in the semifinals. He slid and hit a pole, and he had like what appeared to be a softball sized We thought everything was broken. I'm like, all right, well,
Jeez.
Davey's out on this one.
Where was the softball located on his body?
On his shin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he roasted his shin and it was like limping off. We're like, oh no, Davey hurt himself because he made a big move on the thing. And there was like a metal pole marker or some reason like on the field that he slid into. And developed some sort of abscess because he didn't clean it. He just wrapped it and was like, I could play again.
Gross.
And then it was actually
Rub some dirt on it.
It was actually really funny because he goes, all right, so for us, in order for us to make it into the next round at ICC, we had to win the game and only with 6 bodies or more alive. We lost 3 guys off the break. But Davey goes, all right, well, straight up, like I can't really run very well, but if we start going down, like I'm just gonna put my gun out and do that. I'm like, dude, at least go down and hail a gunfire, right?
Yeah.
His loader goes down. He was the last guy alive.
He's like screaming at the bunker.
He's like, fuck. So it didn't go well for him, and unfortunately, he didn't clean the wound. And he's developed he's on antibiotics.
Smart choice.
Yeah, Bactine, everybody. You got to clean those wounds.
You know, it's funny when you play paintball with people that sustain injury during the game versus when you start the tournament with injured people already. And that was my experience at ICC. I don't know if you knew my team.
Okay, so let's hear your team at ICC.
So at ICC, it was Billy Saransky, Rich Telford, Lane Wright.
Ooh, so we're talking average age at this point is right hovering around the low 50s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we had Rob Stottinger.
Still up there.
Brian Fowl.
Oh, there we go. He's athletic still.
He's still got it for sure. And JR.
Okay, JR's
very sneaky still.
Sneaky.
And Posey, Greg Posey.
All right, up there still.
Yeah, and then this young gunner from Lanesfield named Tyler.
Okay, all right. Was that 10 guys? No, that was like 7.
Was it?
I don't know.
Who am I forgetting? Oh, Paul Heads. Remember Paul Heads? All A's and maybe Strange. Maybe not Strange.
Huh.
Anyone in the chat know who Paul Heads played for back in the day? He retired in 2002. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway, our staging area smelled like Tiger Balm and Biofreeze and CBD cream, and there's lots of aching and moaning going on. But that's a difference when you start a tournament with injuries.
Well, you didn't really start the tournament with injuries. You just started. You started with the geriatric squad.
I did.
Yes.
But it was probably the funnest time I've ever had losing.
There you go. That's the thing though, right? Because look, when you go to ICC and you don't really take it too seriously and you just kind of show up with a hodgepodge full of guys, you guys probably had a realistic outlook that was like, we're probably not going to win this tournament.
Yeah.
You may have thought hopefully we're not going to lose every game. I had LB over at the house last week after the show, and he was saying how like he had to be the front guy. Him and John were now the front guys running up the field. So, so it was actually it sounds kind of funny, but that's the whole idea.
That's why it was made. The event series was made. Absolutely.
Yes. And in my opinion, and this is kind of why I keep playing, is because I'm still having fun also. And in the chat we got a couple of longtime listeners. I want to shout out to Connor, Mr. Manny Wong, starting this weekend. Here's an air horn for you. Thanks for the support. Joining the channel. Dizon's in his 40s. He's got to be in his 40s. I think. Oh yeah, because he was gonna be on team. He wanted to try to get on the over 40s Team USA squad. So Dizon sounds like me every morning in pain. He goes hard. He's jumping over shit. He plays like he's 22.
Is this Ronnie Dizon?
No, Edward Dizon. Edward Dizon. But similar playing style.
Okay. Very nice.
Up front and attacking.
Yeah.
They were out there this last weekend. So I just got back from the NXL event. Congratulations to Edmonton Impact. Actually, congratulations to Edmonton Impact and whoever is going to win one of their medals that
How'd you acquire that?
Well, I think that they made enough for a whole squad. And I said, hey, Dave, do you want me to give Kyle a medal? And Dave said, oh, okay. And I said, I'm going to give this to Kyle.
Yeah,
tricked him. So I want to thank Dave and Impact for winning, Dave for falling for it, Impact for winning the event and letting me hit this medal for you guys. It's not signed, but whatever. Someone can literally go, I won Golden State.
They can say that.
Yeah, so I'm going to give this away. Why not? And shout out to Capital Edge Paintball, because the event was actually rad. And it was supposed to be really hot, and it was pretty hot, but that nice haze of smoke.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a breeze.
Feels good.
Yeah, so when you start sweating a lot, then you started feeling okay. And shout
110, I heard.
So it was 102, I would say, but it wasn't like there was no humidity, which is nice. I know, like when you try to like justify a lousy experience, like a lousy situation or experience, you're like, well, yeah, but it was 102, but there was no humidity, so it felt like exactly like
it's a silver lining.
Yeah, there it is.
Everyone should be thinking positively all the time and saying stuff like that.
That's actually another one of the topics of things that I was gonna talk about a little later here, but yeah, it is important to stay positive and try to always see the silver lining.
Perception is everything.
Perception is everything. And you could always, as long as you're thinking it, you might be feeling it.
You will be feeling it.
You will be feeling it. There we go.
Yeah, especially if you say it, you manifest it.
So yeah. And then, so that event went well. The Gummy Bears, or the
great name,
ASG All Stars. I know, it's funny. We've talked about the Gummy Bears name on here. And shout out to Mario Trujillo. I know you're in the chat as well. I hate that name. I don't like it. Because the team is getting good.
Did you watch the Gummy Bears growing up?
I did, when I was a kid.
That's not why you don't like it. You think about the jumping here and there and everywhere, and you think, how can they be good?
Well, it's not that they could. It's not a question of whether or not they were good, right? Because the kids are good. They're playing really well. They were able to hang with Impact while they had 3 Dynasty guys playing with them as well. But still, a couple of D2 kids, and they play well. They've won the series in the leagues. They've got a great organization. It's just you can't be a pro team called the Gummy Bears. You just can't.
Unless they do become a pro team called the Gummy Bears, and then
I guess you could
positive thinking and then manifest.
Yes, sure. I don't want to be. You're right. I'm.
Unless Ryan's running the league, then
I'm contradicting myself. You can be the team, and then Mario Trujillo goes, well, yeah. Imagine this. Imagine being the guys that got beat by the Gummy Bears. So fast forward to Saturday, the final match in the prelims, and ASG All Stars beat Impact in that match. And Kyle texts me and goes, man, I'm so glad they weren't under the moniker of Gummy Bears, because then Impact would have had to say we got beat by the Gummy Bears.
Oh, what a wonderful triumph that would have been.
Yeah, and it would all come into fruition.
Yeah.
So now that they've already started with ASG All Stars, they should.
Now that they've won something under that name, they really can't go back to Gummy Bears.
Yeah. Well, they took second place, and look, I'll tell you what. And if you guys go back and watch the match on Go Sports, the finals match yesterday between the ASG All Stars, which was it was 3 or 4 I think the ASG players. And, I know Hughes and Stern got a lot of spins out there. That kid's fast. Their front snake guy was really fast. They played with Grayson, Blake, Arturo, and Mike Urena. Mike Urena played really well. Actually, all of the guys played really well. But it was a cool experience to be able to have the actual D2 players, or the semi-pro players, or whatever division they are. I'm kind of get those things mixed up. But being able to shoot and play on the highest level on the NXL field against the number 1 team in the world.
Absolutely.
So it had to be really I saw, the Hughes would go in there and he bunkered LJ a couple times. I think he bonus ball Mouse a couple of times.
Good.
A couple of them got some shots on to shot A-Rod a couple of times. So that's you can shoot those dudes. You're stoked.
The moments like that are career changing incidences. If you're a divisional player and that happens to you, that could be enough boost to propel your career. That could give you the confidence to say, you know what, I can do this. I can be wherever I want to in this sport. And there's a lot of moments like that happen in paintball where it's there's one one-on-one moment, or there's one tournament where you shoot a pro player and that changes it for you. That sells you on your vision. Yeah, that's absolutely right. And Maddie said almost the same exact thing. This is that turning point, because a lot of people are I get a lot of messages. Hey, you guys doing any tryouts? Can I come out there and play? I'm really good. And it's hard for me to take your word for it, because if you're really good, then you'd probably be playing at a higher level. Sure. But I do appreciate when people are ready to put themselves out there on the line and be like, dude, give me a shot. Yeah.
And a lot of people just need to be put into that right, environment.
Well, if everyone who's listening, if you live in Southern California and you want to be a pro paintball player, that's on you not to happen. Yeah. You have everything at your disposal. Like, all the right people are here. All the fields are here. Like, you can play paintball year round. So if you want that, that's definitely possible here in Southern California. More possible than it is in, I'd say, other places.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, there are some great fields that have a lot of those types of environments, like the Level Up field, the Central Florida Paintball. There's a lot of pro opportunities in those areas, and it's all about getting noticed and being in the right place at the right time. But this one was exceptionally important. And I talked to Tom Cole about it, and there's a couple of other ideas and things that are really important and that can help to develop this. I mean, there's an idea of bringing all 10 pro teams mandatory for each one of those, half of the pro teams, so 10 on each one, each side, to bring them to each of these regional events for next year. Or maybe what if you did an event where you had to pick up 5 local guys along with 5 pros? So Impact
that's how you grow it right there.
That I think it would be an epic opportunity, because then you could say, all right, we need to get 5 or 3 or 4 local pro or local semi or divisional players, and maybe we pick up 3 guys from San Diego and Dynasty puts in a team. Impact picks up a couple of DMG semi-pros, or maybe DMG picks those guys up. But we bring 10 pro teams out there, and you have to do that mix together. I know Capital Edge does a draft day. A draft day opportunity, which is kind of cool, where they'll have a couple of pros, like Yosh will go and coach somebody, and Dave will coach somebody, and they'll get a lot of the pros out there, and then Capital Edge does this cool draft day thing. I'm not exactly sure of all the details, but it sounds like a pretty cool opportunity where you're like, oh, I'll take him, he'll take him, boom, 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 and you draft all these players. And I know Dizon's played in a bunch of those things, but they did one earlier this year, I think. I want to quickly give a shout out to Mr. Nygaard and his son Oliver. You guys rock. Air horn right there. We got an air horn here.
Oh, I heard it.
You can't hear it.
I could hear it.
You could hear it? Maybe it's coming from that thing.
Heard it inside.
Oh, heard it inside. It's a space bar. You hit the space bar, you get an air horn.
This space bar right here.
You want to try it?
Yeah, just it'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise when I do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was your pinnacle moment? What was the moment for you where you're like, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life?
Yeah, that's a good question. It happened obviously, so I moved to San Diego with Yosh to go to school. And obviously when I was picking which school I wanted to go to, I had 3 options. I applied to 3 schools, got into all 3 of them. I had Hawaii, I had Cal State Fullerton, or San Diego State. So San Diego State was obviously the top pick. That was my number 1 choice, but you had the backups. And I think I still would have strived in that Cal State Fullerton opportunity, because that was right next door to SC Village.
Yep.
But Yosh and I both fortunately got into San Diego State, went to college there, and we came down because San Diego was the mecca of paintball. JT, Dye, those were 2 of the most are now
all
iconic
the
brands. All the Ironmen live down here. Maddie, Davey, we talked about the 2 of them a little bit. The grizzly old men who actually were only 21, but they just seemed so much older and scarier back then.
Speaking of old and scary, remember Game On? Of course you remember Game On.
Yeah.
I was watching it.
Yeah.
But as a kid, when I was watching it, I didn't know that was you until I watched it recently as an adult. I'm like, holy shit, he's in it.
Yeah. Game On. We played it at Borderland, and they were like, we played, with the old JT ball when JT was trying to make paintballs.
Oh, yeah.
And the
With
sock hats.
You had a cop cacker.
Cap cocker, sock hat, the whole deal, green sock hat.
Yeah.
I think Hormesis might.
I think that's why I bought a sock hat. Was because of that.
Was because of that. Yeah. That Alex rocks a sock hat for a long time. The old green JT sock hats are the black ones.
You know what else I have too? Remember the visors that tied as a headband? Made
oh yeah.
Davey wore them all the time.
Davey used to wear those things all the time. That was actually that is an unsung hero.
I know.
That is like an innovation.
It never continued.
No, I don't understand why. Because people wear visors. I used to always wear visors. I'd cut the hats into the visor because that was the cooler way to do it. Yeah. Plus, I only got 1 free hat. You could choose a hat or a visor, and if you choose poorly and get the hat, and now the visors are cool. It was hard to get another free one, but. Back then, things were a little tighter, but I was on a divisional budget back then, know. So
out of control, right?
Out of control. Then we moved to Cap Factory for 2 years, and then we formed Dynasty. So back to your answering your question, the whole thing really shifted when after 2001, we won World Cup at the end of that, and I was still full-time in school. Full-time in school the next 2 years, so it was beginning to be more and more difficult to get into the classes that I wanted, and manage everything from paintball to school. And I remember I went into I'm drawing a blank here, when you the advisor or whoever, like the school counselor, that's the one. Went into the school counselor and I said, hey, look, I'm traveling right now to Europe 5 times a year. I'm gone a week out of every month at least. I got 10 events on my schedule. I'm doing this. We had started Dynasty. Dynasty was hugely successful at this time. Let's say 2004 ish, right around 2004. Still in school, and I'm kind of like in these crossroads of, I'm in these upper division classes. I miss more than every class after one that you miss is like a half a point deduction or half a grade down. So you're going from an A to an A minus to B plus, you know, every time you miss every class after 2 or something like that. I was in I remember it was, I was taking like a Native American studies and the Spanish for something, and I had to write a book report in Spanish. I used to speak fluent Spanish a long time ago. I know, I am too. They're like, the lady goes, hold on, how much money did you guys, because I needed to be an intern. I needed to go study abroad for 6 months or a semester, and then also I had to have an internship. They wouldn't let me use Dynasty as an internship. I get it. We were I think we talked about it on a couple shows back. We were grossing, the company and the team were grossing nearly $1 million in a year, which was bonkers. And the lady goes, hold on, how much money are you making right now playing paintball?
And you're traveling the world?
And
I'm sitting in a cubicle and you're talking to me? Like,
he goes,
what do I do?
She goes, and so my mom had said, just put school on hold. My girlfriend at the time had said, put school on hold. And I was like, you guys, I really wanted to stay in school. I thought, this is what I have to do. This was my life plan, my choice. We just happened to be really successful doing this paintball thing. We were 20 years old. Yeah, it's 20. I wasn't even 21 yet. And we were running a company, essentially. We had the Dynasty boards out. We had just signed with Smart Parts. Like, everything was going gravy. And the school counselor goes, get the hell out of school. Yeah. You just keep your credits, come back later, have fun. And I go, who do you work for? I remember being so taken aback at that moment, at that point. And I think that was the time. And I was like, all right, well, I applied for an extended leave of absence, because you can miss like one semester off, and then after your second one, they're like, okay. And then if you extend it, you can get like 4 or 6 semesters off, and you can come back and not have to like requalify.
That's crazy, dude. Like, when you tell the story, it's like, it seems like that crucible moment of when you want to like do this forever happens much sooner, but you were already on Dynasty, already thriving. I think for a lot of us, it happens before we even go pro. Like, this is what I want to do. Like, there's like a moment where like, oh, this is what I want to do.
Well, yeah, but also at the time, like, paintball wasn't so readily available back then, and we were on that cusp. That we were all on the turning point. So we were like on the revolutionary side of paintball when paintball, the changing of the guard. Yeah, and we were just, look at all those magazines that you just pulled up. Shout out to Darren for sending me some epic old PGI. He was gonna send some Ribenas out. These came in from England. There's gold in here. There's gold in there, man. There's I think, did I pull a picture? There's a picture of Scott Kemp and Steve Nobby.
I forgot which one it's in.
Well, no, I think I put it up here. Let me see if I can get this one up. If I did download it, let me see. Oh yeah, here we go. So like I said, there's gold in this thing here. Oh, it's sideways. It's all right. I can fix this. I don't know if I can turn this thing, but we might have to look at it sideways. But we're gonna soak this in real quickly. This is Marcelo, Steve Nobby, and Scott Kemp. When they played on Legacy. Actually, Marcelo wasn't even pro yet. He was on Aftermath. Yeah. So Scott Kemp on the bottom of your screen. Steve Nobby, who now runs Meta Threads, helped to form HK. And I think Steve looks the most similar to how he does now. Scott, because he still has his nose ring. Or does he?
Nose ring.
His lip ring. Yeah. His lip ring. Marcelo has the nose ring. But does he? Yeah, he does now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good for you.
But wow, let's do this real quick. Let's make sure we can see these guys as well. Yeah, let's really zoom in on these two characters right here.
Faces in there.
let's really, really take a look here into the future, or into the past. So these two studs right here went on to win a handful of World Cups. and like you said, then for those guys, they're like, this is what I want to do.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you Marcelo's
please.
This is what I want to do moment? Because
Yes.
I have something to do with it.
Okay.
It was when I was on the Ironman. We were playing one-on-one, and Marcelo will back me up on this story. He said it. He's told it many times. But he was just a young die kid. You know, die kid was a team back in the day. And we're practicing out at Velocity Paintball in Ramona, California. And we were in a one-on-one situation, and Marcelo shot me. He shot me out. And he said, from that moment, he said, I can do this. This is what I want to do. I want to be a pro paintball player.
Oh, he's mentioned that in the Play the Game podcast.
Oh, has he?
Yeah. That was it. You're right. I do remember Marcelo. So shout out to that. And that's great. You know, and back then, paintball wasn't as glamorous when we started. So it wasn't like, oh, I want to be a pro paintball player, because they were just old, crazy, wild, scary men in the woods. You know. But once things came out of the airball or speedball or airball, things got a lot more glamorous. And then now even more so, right? Because everything's social media. We got on the YouTube. YouTube wasn't even invented, right?
It's true.
A lot of you guys actually who are watching this, a lot of you kids that are watching this, weren't even born when we're talking about the times that we're talking about. Like when those photos. Yeah, can think about that. That's really weird. We have a lot of fan base. I mean, obviously, and that's one of the beauties of Dynasty is we've been around for 21 years. If Dynasty were a human being, be able to drink finally.
You'd be drinking a lot.
You'd be drinking a lot. And if you know, and so that's like the really cool thing about all of our fan base. And I do this for a lot of pitch decks and things like that when I talk to potential sponsors. It's like we've got a really loyal fan base, and I think that's something great, and the longevity in the career. Now, Ironmen have been around way longer than we have, but that marketability, that and even though they won a lot, they hadn't been able to keep that trend.
Well, here's why.
Okay, let's hear it.
Ironman has several iterations of the team. Okay, like the OGs that started out are not the same today. True. You know, because they've broken off. So you have Dave Youngblood's Ironman, which is what most people know as the SC Ironman or the LA Ironman, and that Dave is like the only original guy there. And then there's the OG Ironman, which are not even technically really the OG Ironman, but you got like Dirk Gadberry and J-Man. And
those dudes were scary human beings. Yeah. Those guys were terrifying.
And of course Bobby, we can't forget Bobby. Like Bobby's the original split of the Ironman. But that's the reason that the Ironman name doesn't have as much sticking power, is because there's many people they feel like they have ownership of that name, and they've all gone and done their own things. But there's not someone else that says, well, I'm the Iron Kids, I'm going to go start the Iron Kids. Like, only Dynasty players can do that.
Right. So. Well, yeah, and Davey was part of it as well. Eric Roberts was part of it, both Ironmen. But yeah, I mean, then
but they're not going to claim it without you.
No, right.
So,
and that's actually a really cool point. You know, it's funny, I was talking to Shane Pistana, and he was like, dude, we blew it. Like, he goes, I know when he was basically saying, like, when we picked up Oliver and we had when we had Oliver and we picked up Yosh, we're so stupid for not just grabbing all of you guys and just revamping the team. The
old guard.
But that was the thing. He goes, we chose friendship. You know, like some of the guys were not able to play, but we're just like, we're still good friends. You know,
but it's a blessing that didn't happen, because then we might not have Dynasty today.
Right. Well, that's absolutely true, and I appreciate that. That's kind of you to say, you know, and I do think that we've done a lot of really cool, great things for paintball in general that we wouldn't have been able to do if we were owned by someone else, you know. And that's the thing about the Ironman also, is like they politically were not able to play in specific events or leagues, and the company held them back from participating and growing. Yeah. And so that's something that we've always been really, really big on, is making sure the sport grows and teaching, giving back as much as we can. And that's kind of what Alex is doing also right now with, these Iron Kids shirts. And
do you have
all
another
all
one
the
of those
stuff.
sitting around somewhere?
I don't, but I can get you one.
Okay.
I can get medium. I'll get medium. Alex is on vacation right now in Hawaii, and I'm sure he's watching, because he doesn't miss
eggs.
So he doesn't miss an episode. So yeah, and then we're doing this with the Iron Kids thing. He's got the Hormesis thing, so he's gonna make a bunch of headbands. We're gonna fund a documentary. I say we, just so everybody knows. I say it all the time. only know the owners very well of Hormesis. I don't actually control the drops. I don't control who gets what's made. I don't know anything about it. Sometimes I get, look, Alex straight up just goes, hey, here you go. You guys are gonna love this one. People are gonna get really jealous of this one. There's only 2 of these. Look, this is number 2. It's called the Fine Dueler. The Fine Dueler. So
you can only, I know the only way to get one of those.
Only way to
is
get
to
one
be
of
a fine
things
dueler.
Is to be a fine dueler. To be a fine dueler.
What does that mean?
So basically, you need to get some coins. Okay. If you return 10 of these coins that you've won from people, so you have to win 10 one-on-ones. Okay. Mm-hmm. You trade these 10 of these things into Alex, and he gives it to you, a fine dueler. You do this 30 times, or you win 3 of these things, and then you get a master dueler band.
What?
Yeah. So the master dueler comes in a wood box.
Oh my gosh! Why haven't I been dueling?
I know.
Everyone get out there and duel.
Everybody get out there and duel. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be at Camp Pendleton this weekend at Victory. I mean, I got a black satchel. Look at this thing.
Oh, that is nice.
Let's talk about this, guys. It's the Coin Duel logos on there.
Oh my gosh! Is that a special pin too? It looks like it.
I think he's got a couple of different kind of color pins. So yes, and then these Iron Kids shirts do come with the latest Iron Kids drops as well. And then there's actually a long sleeve black mock turtleneck, which was like an ode to one of our very first ones. It's got all the defunct sponsors on the back. Shout out to Cap Factory, Unique.
Wow, Mare Island,
Great American Paintballs, Paintball News.
Is that Keely Watson?
This is Skinny Kevin's old logo. We were sponsored by Skinny Kevin himself because he helped with the internet. We didn't know how to connect internet. Diggers.
Yes, great shoes.
So, I mean, these are like really cool. And when Alex made this shirt, I was like, and shout out to Island Designs. James did all these. Alex made this shirt first, and I was like, dude, you need to make them with the old. So when we were first making these things, it was like the thick screen printing. So it had like big texture, you know? And so Alex had these shirts made and made sure like that screen print feel is there. So you have the actual feel of like, you know,
that's gonna patina nicely.
Exactly. You know, these are cool, and I'm stoked on them because they're made of like organic cotton.
100% cotton.
Yeah, I think it's 100% cotton. So make sure when you wash it on cold, hang dry it. Otherwise, you're gonna learn the hard way, like I normally do. Take care of your stuff, guys. So, and you get this little. He writes you a nice little personal letter.
Oh.
Yeah. So I guess I got this. I got to wear sometime, and then I'm gonna go for that big dueler. I know a lot of you guys are also mentioning back there. Some of you saw the Opkix cameras, the Dynasty barrel kit. These are all gonna be. A lot of this stuff is gonna be giveaways for next week's 50th anniversary. Also, if you want to pull those goggles over there, we're gonna give those ones away, I believe, next week as well. you wanna give a little plug right now?
Yeah.
While we got everybody. This
is what's coming in at you.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Push Unite goggle system. How many of these are you giving away?
This will be the 3rd one that we've given away.
So
on the show.
These goggles are great. Let me tell you, there's a lot of over engineering that goes into a goggle like this. Everything has been thought through. Like, just picture Brian Benini sitting there in a lab coat, research, testing, and evaluating every possible thing you can imagine with a goggle, just like he does with every product he makes. And this is what you get. So you might look at the lens and say, oh, it's a clear lens. But then if you look closely, you'll realize that the top of the lens is textured to avoid glare. It's not an accident. There's no mistakes around here.
Wow.
This little brow, this is to reduce glare. That is just for looks. Did you think it's for looks?
Yeah. I mean,
I first did too. Turns out it's not.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. The foam comes out. You can switch out the foam. Comes out. The entire venting on this goggle is designed for communication. That means that he makes it a certain way, puts it on, communicates with it, writes down his notes of what works and doesn't work, and goes back and redoes it. We are the first goggle company to come out with the magnetic chin strap.
Those are handy. You guys actually gave us a bunch of those things when I believe World Cup. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep. And this is the most comfortable goggle out there. Partially because it's got an adjustable nose bridge. You can stick an Allen key right in there. And depending on the shape of your bridge of your nose, you can narrow it or widen it. Which, it's one of those things like Apple products. You didn't know you need it until it was there right here. That's what this is. And then it comes with a hard shell case molded to the goggle. So
this was I like this one. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. Remember we talked about this. I'm Davey Williamson. If you're watching this, you're probably not, but I'm gonna take you on with the blast shield down, and next time I see you, we're gonna do the blind man coin duel. So that's
Smart.
gonna be smart. I don't know. Just as a disclaimer, don't do that and try to get shot in the eyes.
No.
I'm sure this will withstand a paintball, but I don't know that. This is a disclaimer here.
This is entertainment value
where the
only.
actual entertainment value only.
So some lucky guy or gal is going to win
Yes.
this goggle. So good luck, everyone.
And then we're also going to do a giveaway for the, actually we're going to do a mega support status membership giveaway today as well. And that's going to be for the bag, which is my favorite bag ever. Really? I mean, like, so when you guys used to sponsor us, you can grab the bag, it's right there. It's filled with headbands also, which are going to the mega support status members. If you guys want to join, you click the subscribe and the join button down there below. It helps beef up the production value of the show. As you guys can see, one of the the money well spent actually on shipping is what a lot of it is. But we get a new mic. Okay, this is now here. We're kind of like the podcaster guys now. They have to show their mics. You know, when you see podcasting, when you play the game, they have to have the mic in front of their face.
Yeah.
It's production. So this is us. This is us slowly succumbing to that. Slowly implementing this. It's gonna get bigger.
Headphones are next.
Yeah, we're gonna have. There's gonna be something dangling right here. We're gonna talk into it like that.
Yep.
But slowly but surely, we are succumbing to the real professionalism that is that. I believe we have a soundboard coming for next week's show.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to DJ. I know that's coming.
You wouldn't believe how many screens we're looking at right now.
Yeah, we've got a command center going on, and I know that I've said. I think you guys might have seen it on Oliver's screen. He was very surprised. If you guys haven't watched last week's episode, get some popcorn. Order some put a roast in the oven because it's a long one.
Make some cookies.
But this thing's a godsend.
This is the push cooler bag.
Mm-hmm.
What do you use this for?
All of Sloan's treats when we go on family trips, when we go on the boat, especially. I did like that. I don't know if you watched the other show a while back when you're like, it can hold 50 cans or more plus ice.
That's right.
Yes, I like how you kind of like cans. You know, it could be Sprites.
Could be Sprites.
I don't think you should drink soda. A lot of you guys know that,
Too much
especially
sugar.
You guys in Minnesota. I'm sorry to put you all on blast, but you drink too many pops.
Hey, to have one every once in a while.
Yeah,
moderation.
Yeah. But any kind of brews. But yeah, you can go with that. I know there's and it comes with a pop opener here on the side. A very, very well made pop opener.
You could open other things
Yes.
that require such things.
Yeah. LaCroix.
LaCroix,
Mm-hmm.
sure. You know, if they have
Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla's good.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Cream soda.
It's got a molly system, so you can strap. You know, if you're want to carry a firearm.
I'm on
Whatever attaches to a molly system. You know, this is actually a military grade molly system.
Oh, that's called a molly system.
Yeah, so military dudes on their vest, it's molly, and they strap on their knives, their clips.
Oh, killer!
This is what that is.
Cool. So I can to the family picnic or barbecue, I can put my
Squirt gun.
squirt gun. There we go.
If you have a holster for it. And this is Velcro right here, so you can put your push numbers on there to attach real nice. And it's
Or if you got
double-insulated.
HK numbers, you can put them on there too. Everybody's
Hey, welcome numbers.
we're all family and friends.
So this is the push cooler. Is someone gonna win this too?
Yeah, today. That's going down today.
Oh my gosh.
Today, I'll shoot out a handful list of stuff. So I still have. I didn't give away I'm sorry, I messed up and didn't give away all the stuff that I said I was going to give away last week. Oliver kind of. We got caught up in some old conversations, some great conversations. So, I'm gonna give away this brand new HK wallet. I've got the silver coin. I've got the gold medal. I'm gonna give away 5 sets of Spick and Span bands, and each one of those are gonna come with 2 signed Dynasty player card sets. And then we've got the G2 hat right there behind me. That's courtesy of G2 Paintball, Vic Gamboa. Was anybody actually out in Utah over the weekend? I shot Vic a message right now, but it's his daughter's birthday. Shout out to Isabella Gamboa.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I hope you're getting some cool stuff. I heard you might be getting a new iPhone, or is it a new car? I hope you got a new
same
car.
Price.
It's pretty much the same price in some places. I think my mom just sold her old car for $500, which is you could buy it. You should have to sell 3 of those cars to get one iPhone.
Yeah, you still don't have enough for an iPhone.
So happy birthday to Isabella. I was trying to get Vic on the horn here for this one to update us with the how that G2 clinic went. I did a clinic out in Utah at the beginning of the summer, first hot day they had, and I run people pretty hard. But the G2 guys, what Vic does is it's
next level.
It's borderline. It's like a CrossFit heavy duty workout in the beginning, and then you have to go do drills afterwards because they're getting you ready for Sunday.
Yeah.
Right. And that's kind of what their mindset is, right? So be ready to play at the final point on Sunday. And actually, I'll tell you who could benefit from this, and this is no dig at Excessive whatsoever. But Excessive was playing Impact, and they weren't holding their own really. They were getting beat up pretty badly, but they had a couple of really good shining points. One of their players, I want to say his name was Andy. Anyway, it was their fast snake guy, had an epic point, and it was basically the mercy point that they were up against. He had a really good point. It ended up going to a draw on that one, and they had to go back in. He's like, he comes right off the field. He goes, I need a break. I can't play. It's like, this is your you just had your point.
Team needs you now.
The team absolutely needs you. You got to dig deep. Like you were the only reason that you guys are even remotely still in this.
Yeah.
And
too much pressure.
You know, but he played well on the points that he was able to actually get anything accomplished. But this G2 program, and this is not a dig at him in particular, you know, and I told him, I said, hey, don't ask for the point off right when you come out, even though you're tired, because you still have a minute and a half left before. And he's like, I'm talking to him. Now he's at 45 seconds, and he's like, okay. I was like, the guys need you in there. I was helping to tech for Field 1 while Yosh was in the booth, donating his beautiful voice and his intellect up to the commentating side of things. It was Archie. Yes, Eddie. Thank you. It was Archie, not Andy.
Archie. That's just a name of a baller.
Yeah, I know, dude. He played well. He was super
ball
athletic.
On your name? Yeah.
But you know, he probably ran to the snake and played the snake 6 points in a row and was like, "Can you break?" And I get it. Like I couldn't do that. So this is
but
me
for
easily.
Some people, it's their job. If you're a snake player, that is your job.
Yes,
unfortunately.
And especially so when it's like this is the last point. Like this could be the last point. Now, granted, if the guys were able to, you know, he had confidence in his boys, but you know, when you have a great point, you want to get back out there.
Yeah.
But the G2 guys, Rusty, Unger, Tyler, Vic, they've created this system that's like works you really hard, almost to failure, and then works you into a paintball opportunity moment.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important.
It's important now because paintball, you need to be an athlete. It was not always that way.
No, it wasn't, and
you just had to be crafty, have good timing. Timing was a good thing. You know, these days it's stamina, gunfighting. You still have to have other stuff too.
Yeah, you gotta the mental game is big. Yeah. Like knowing what to do in the scenarios, you know. And I know actually I'll bridge this with the NXL still on the tongue here. A couple of you guys asked about my team, LA Savage. So I've been coaching the Savage guys for just over a year and a half, almost 2 years now. They went from last year, or at the end of the first season that I coached them, they were 0-4. I think they tied 1 and lost 3. So now they're 4-0 through the prelims. They're top 6, top 8 team. They get to the second round of the third round, and then that's when we lose it. So everything, and I equated it to the pod bag, right? This is a weird metaphor, but I was like, look, we need to tighten everything up. As you guys go, imagine a pod bag wide open. That's what you guys are, and we're slowly pulling that drawstring, and everything needs to get tighter. Every movement that you make needs to be tightened up so that no pods spill out. It was just a funny metaphor because the pod bag was sitting there. But what I'm getting at is like the team that we played on Sunday morning, we had beaten the day before. You know, we were up on them 3-0, and they came back and we beat them by 2 points. But it was the guys had licked their wounds, learned from the mistakes, and dug out of that event, or out of the bracket. They were 2-2, we were 4-0. So it seemed like on paper we were looking a lot better. Guys were playing really well. Everybody was confident. But I started to have to move guys around because all the spots became more and more difficult to make it to. People were learning how to shoot the snake off the break. People were learning how to do this. And so I had to put players a little bit out of position, and that became a slight hindrance to our ability to kind of like recreate. And so what we're lacking now is, so for the last year, for about 1 year exactly, we've been consistently making it into the next round out of the first round bracket, and so the guys only really have a year's worth of events, which is 4 events, maybe 5 or 6 events at this point, where they've been in that mid game and been able to start to learn how to figure that out. And that's what plagues a lot of teams, right? So when you find yourself in that mid game and you've only really been dialing that in for a year, it's like it's not enough time, not enough experience trying to break it down. And so what I was finding is like I had to tell my guy, all right, when this happens, that you've got to do this, and then we lose a point and go, all right, but when he goes there, you got to realize that this might happen. Okay, and then we'd win the next point. But we can't be learning that in real time in the semifinals or in the quarterfinals. Yeah, it's a little too late, right? So, like I said, we were neck and neck with those guys, and then they played really well. So thanks Dizon, and shout out to those guys. Also, it was 102 degrees. We only had 6 guys playing.
That's a feat in itself.
It is. And so the guys were doing great. But we just need to get over that hump, and that's something that I'm helping them to progress through, I hope. So yeah, thanks Dizon for pointing that out, and thanks everybody else who was out there who watched and saw them play. And it's actually pretty cool because they've been playing for those 2 years, and a lot of teams are now seeing them. They're like, dude, those guys are playing so much better than either when we played them last or when we saw them play last. So there's a lot of cool opportunities coming for those guys. So I'm stoked to keep chipping away with them.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, I didn't forget, obviously, but the birthday thing kind of reminded me, it is Mike Urina's birthday today, and it was actually Grayson Gladstone's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Mikey.
Both of those guys.
Happy birthday, Grayson.
Fun factoid here, both of them are left-handed. On last Friday the 13th, was National Left-Handed Day.
No.
Yeah, can you believe that? Unfortunately, some little factoids that I wrote down here. I believe that 10 to 12% of there's a stat where it sucks to drive if you have to drive stick shift. I learned that in The Simpsons a long time ago. The left-handed.
I mean, you could do your blinker faster.
Yes, you can do that, or if it's the windshield wiper. Sometimes some cars do that. Yeah. Also, cup holders are always on the right. So unless you're sitting shotgun, you gotta do this.
Yeah, because you can't. If you're left-handed, you can't grab a drink.
Get this factoid. Left-handed people live shorter lives.
And we all know why.
Why is that?
I don't know. Do we?
Oh, yes, I do. I wanted to hear what you
I'd like to know why.
Yeah. It is because of the Industrial Revolution. There are more by everything was made for a right-handed person. So all of the heavy machinery, all the things that you could injure yourself with, you're more prone to be injured with, is all made for righties. So if a guy has to like stop the cartoon thing that always smashes things.
Yeah, the anvil thing. Which
is always in every the end of every action movie or something. There's some sort of like it's a car. Yeah, something's being smashed. Well, if a left-handed person were in there, they're a lot slower to be able to get to that button.
It's a right-handed button.
Oh, the button's over there, and then smash. Squish.
It was on my right.
Yep. So I assume that's what that meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then, moral of the story is, if you are left-handed, if you care about your life, switch that up.
Yeah,
change that up. Start doing more things right-handed.
Just start doing more things right now. BC was a lefty. Oh, fantastic paintball player.
He was
always really good in that snake corner.
Saransky, left-handed.
Billy Saransky, also left-handed. Fantastic paintball player. So you might actually.
Everyone on Aftershock was left-handed. Couldn't think of it.
Really? Huh.
Mikey Bruno.
That's right. Otto Cocker left-handed. So
Ryan Williams.
Think of that. Ryan Williams. Really? All three of them.
I think so.
Bruce Willis is left-handed.
Bruce Willis. He's also Australian.
Get out of here.
And he's the biggest United States action hero.
He's not Australian.
And that just goes to show you, all you kids out there, if you want to be a pro paintball player, you can do it, because Bruce Willis can be the biggest star in America, and he's Australian.
If you didn't learn a single thing from this show while listening to that, just that is probably the most prolific thing that is going to be shown.
That's my legacy to the Spick Span Show, which I'd like to. Can we just change this to the Ryan's Eye Show today?
the Rise Eye Show. You should have said something earlier. I would have made a graphic.
Dang. Oh, graphic.
Yeah. In between playing with Sloan, I would have whipped up a graphic.
It right up.
I would have whipped
Missed
it right
opportunity.
Up. Maybe Alex can whack something up for us real quickly. But yeah. Let's see here. Okay, I'm just checking
the world forces you to learn both. That's right, Randall.
Yes. And then also as after the NXL event, I was trying to get some insight here from Mr. Meter, but he said for the Astra event, I believe Blast Camp beat Aftermath 5-1. Blast Camp is a divisional team. Again, another shining moment for the divisional side of things, being able to take it to the pro teams and pro players out there. It was very so Meter had this to say. Dimitri Ninos from X Factor ran the Astra event. You can also get he's in the headband game too. You can get headbands from him at Astra something dot. It's some sort of acronym that like cool kids are using where they drop all of the vowels out.
Oh, like Pig Latin. Not like Pig Latin.
So he said they had a very incredible event. Every match was exciting. Great feedback from the event. Blast Camp won. Very inspiring. They had a lot of special moments across players to spectators. They awarded John Scapaha from Blast Camp the event MVP, $500 Planet Eclipse voucher they gave to him,
Holy cow.
An Astra headband, and my personal gold Hormesis coin dual coin. So not only so he got a prize package. I like that. You get like a cool. Well, I mean the NXL gives you some cool things. You get the MVP plaque. I got a pair of those things right here.
Under there, I remember when you won that.
Yeah, I got actually 2 World Cup events.
Where's the golden barrel?
The golden barrel is actually in the garage on top of it's being displayed though. Okay, all right. If you guys watch my Instagram story today, you can see it's over the top of my head. I didn't toss it.
I would play with it every day.
It's a carbon barrel, so I'm not. But I do have a golden Dynasty Aculock barrel. I'm not really that much for the pizzazz. I know Dizon really wants one of those, and maybe I can figure out a way to help him out on that. But I do have an Aculock barrel. We got the Dynasty Aculock barrel kit. I'll actually this is gonna be given away next week as well. So dude, look, listen to this. Dynasty Aculock kit.
Yep.
Push goggles. I'm gonna give away these HK goggles. Why not? And these white JT Pro Flexes over there. Those were donated to the show by Mr. Joe Pike. Wow. And he just asked that we do. He saw that I raised some money, around $150-ish for Team USA for the Tyler Harmon jersey that I gave away last week. It was just anybody who donated. I just took all that loot. I'm going to send it out to the Team USA fund. Wow. There's a little controversy with Team USA. And thank you, Tyler Harmon, for unknowingly donating the jersey. It was and them, Dynasty and them decided to give the jersey out. Why not? So we raised some money for Team USA, and Joe Pike said that, hey, can you do that again? Can we do some sort of charity for cancer research? So
right on. So
we're gonna pick a charity for cancer. Next week we're gonna have you guys donate some loot, or maybe I'll post something later on this week and maybe figure something out. I'm gonna get creative. We're gonna give some money away. I think. What was it that we did the Shocker charity, which everybody loved? I gave away a Shocker, Dynasty Shocker.
Nice.
Someone donated it to the show.
Old Dynasty Shocker.
Like a waffle Shocker.
Holy cow.
We raised $4,000 after the big man that Stripe and the charity company took their little taste. We raised $3,576 that we gave away to. It was split between. You know what? I forget what the one charity was, but we gave one to another one that helps children, the Young and the Brave Foundation.
Right on.
It's a pro surfer that started it, and we gave about 50% of it to them, and then the other 50% went to the charity of their choice, the one who donated the gun. So
Spick and Span.
the winner. Yeah,
giving back.
We're giving back. We're giving away. We're giving back. So we're going
abundance
big.
mindset.
We're going big next week. So Dynasty Aculock kit. HK goggles, push goggles, plus I'm sure that I'm gonna get
cooler
loaded
bag.
up. The cooler bag's going away today. That one's going today.
How do we pick who wins?
Oh, dude, you haven't seen?
I've
got a wheel. Watch. Okay, let's. I'm gonna. Oh my god.
Oh, the colors.
Yeah. So watch this. We'll do this real quick. Mid show. I mean, we're kind of wrapping up a little bit. We're not done. We'll do like a quick little mid show. I'm gonna show how we give stuff away. Everybody in there who's a member, go ahead and hit the wheel. See the wheel? Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, they've all got the wheel.
Look at that. They got the wheel and they got the air horn emoji. I made custom emojis for these guys. Yeah. Oh, Joe, St. Jude. We did give Alex Mott did give away a donation from the Hormesis side of things to St. Jude's. So thank you very much for that.
Bruce Willis was not born in Australia.
I didn't think he was.
It was Germany.
Oh, he's German.
Must be German.
Damn. I did not see that coming.
Did not see that coming. Oh, there's a Hormesis emoji? Oh
yeah, there's a Hormesis. I could have made a push one. I just, I'm not going to lie. I totally just blew it.
Could have had a Zygai, Rai.
I know.
Mises.
Whoops. There it is. Okay, so let's show Zyzik how the wheel works, because everybody knows you got to be a member to win. Mr. Gearhead, if you want to be a member, you just got to join. I throw your name up here. The wheel is growing. We've got, I don't think we've hit 250 members yet. We're at like the 243 mark, but there is an emoji for 250 members. If you guys want to throw that in there, we got coin duel stuff. Your name is in green. You get a little cool little logo. You get access to all that stuff. Plus, you get your name on this wheel right here. I'm going to spin this right off the break 5 times. This is for a pack of, oops, click the wrong thing. This will be for a card pack and bands. Where it stops, nobody knows. But this looks like Mr. Tyler Huey's going to win this one. Tyler Huey, I believe, Tyler, you won last week as well. But I don't have your address. If I don't get your address, because
how can you win without an address?
Well, you can win, but if you wait for 2 weeks and you don't give me your address, then Stephen Robbins, then what happens is it goes back into the wheel. So we had a pair of goggles. We had a pair of goggles that went. Someone had won a pair of
unclaimed.
They weren't the push ones. They were another pair. What else is out there? The just JT, HK, and push. Events, maybe events. They were like those. Oh yeah, they were the big
John
Empire ones.
Grable.
Mr. Grable also has won before. All right, we're gonna do 2 more spins right here, guys. And yeah, while we're waiting, Mr. Urn, can you urine Urn? Mr. Richard is right. Alpha Dog is right. Hit that like button, guys. Elky 333. Elic. Yep, and like that, there's no finding this guy. Oh,
he's gotta be watching.
Vonk, welcome to Thanks for the Support membership. I'll get you up there for the wallet, the coin, and the gold medal. Dizon just missed that one, Mr. Travis Slusser.
How can you read that?
Dude, I've gotten really good at this. All right, so that is our first round.
That was exhilarating.
That was fun, huh?
Suspense was that's when you hit that.
That's it is. That's when you hit the air horn right there. That's when you give him the air horn. We just did it. We did it again. Oh wait, did you?
Twice?
Oh wait, hold on.
I definitely hit
it. Okay, now you did. Also, another thing that I do want to do, which I feel like you guys are missing some great opportunities here, is if you are listening to this later in the week on Spotify, I know that a bunch of you guys are. You got to screenshot the Spotify thing and then post it to social media and tag us, and I'm gonna give you guys some free stuff. I want to give you guys some free stuff.
Free stuff just for tagging.
Yeah, just for tagging us. I believe that Tim Fournier won the G2 shirt for the Spotify contest a while ago. He tagged us. I saw it. I liked it, and then yeah, Mr. Vonk, welcome to Thanks for the Support. I'm putting Vonk in here. V0ONK. And then. So yeah, that's how you win. That's the taste of everything. Like you said, it's very exciting. Also, another thing that we do,
there's more,
and we kind of talked about this, and our viewers are very sadistic, and we eat terrible things. There's terrible things, eating challenges all the time. We swore up and down that we were never ever going to eat anything spicy again, but there we were again and again, eating spicy, lousy crap. This bag was completely full. I've sent them out to half of the mega support status members. If I got extra stuff and people win things, I'll just like stuff it in there for them. And
like a gumball.
Gumball show up.
If you get an unwrapped gumball, here's the wrapper.
Well, I put it in a bag because I didn't want to make sure like that it didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't open them up and burn their eyes, or imagine Sloan opening a package and kills them.
Yeah.
But Maui Rockstar, shout out to Mr. Maui Rockstar, because he ate this gumball and he filmed it and he goes, not bad. After 5 minutes, it just tastes like your bubblegum. I'm like, you're an animal.
5 minutes.
Yeah. But the rest is kind of terrible. It's a terrible experience.
Well, good thing they make these for.
I know, and so when Isaac, I was like, "Hey, Isaac." By the way, I'd already pulled these things out because we know how we got Marcelo too. Marcelo took this little chip of this deal. Shout out to Al Dudley, discounted merch perk, joined up. I hit it.
Right.
I'll let you do it on the next one. If we get another member right now, Zyzik really wants to hit the button when we say it, So if anybody else wants to join up. Also, 75 likes, 126 viewers. Let's ramp that up, and we'll get back up to the giveaways again once we hit 100 likes. That's usually a really good bump right there. There's a possibility that Zyzik will eat a gumball. He said he likes spicy stuff. I said, "Do you really?" Great, and I know he felt right at it. Right when I said that, he goes, "This is a trap." You guys also want to follow at Push Paintball on social media. Do you guys have a YouTube channel?
We do.
You do. What do you guys post on there? Anything?
We don't have a YouTube channel. We do, but we don't post.
Okay.
So we're working on that.
Okay.
Work in progress.
Getting content is content creation. You know it. You know it. It's important.
It is important.
You need to do it.
But yeah, follow us on Instagram, at Push Paintball, and on Facebook at Push Paintball.
Yep, there you go. Just putting these. So we just had a bunch of people. I'm gonna put them on here, and then we just had a little barrage of 3 new members. If you want to. Shout out to DJ Craig Smoove, also a supporter of the channel. Always watches this. He is the one who gave us this noise,
this power with one button.
One button, because he's a DJ. And I said, hey, because he's got hotkeys, he'll be.
Yeah.
Well, actually, now it's just plug in a little thing, and it's kind of like he's got this thing here. He has the tables, but you just plug in the MacBook, the pod, and then he kind of like controls a lot of the sound. But he's just, you see him just be like, he's hitting little hotkeys, and so I got excited about it.
It is exciting. I would like to have more hotkeys. Can you get more hotkeys?
I can. I just need more sounds. Alex was like, you need to have more sounds on here. I go, just tell me what kind of sounds you want. Well, I will download them and I will put them on here.
An explosion is obvious.
Explosion. Okay. Guys, hit me. Yes, explosion. Maybe like a duck quacking. I didn't know.
First paintball team is called Sitting Ducks. I can relate to that.
That was yours?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Cool. Quack quack.
Is it cool? I don't know.
Were you on there with Rusty?
No, Rusty had moved to the heavy hitters amateur.
But he
team.
was on the Sitting Ducks.
He was.
Yeah.
He wore a spinny hat.
You guys wore those silly spinny hats. That was
just
insane.
Just him.
Oh, just him.
The whole,
Mama Duck.
Everyone on the Sitting Ducks got credit for the spinny hats.
Okay.
But it was just Rusty.
Really?
Mama Duck was his mom. She would take the photos.
And then the guy on the Sitting Ducks with the spinny hat that was like yellow and red,
multicolored, rainbow colored.
Yeah, rainbow colored. And he ended up being one of paintball's
prolific.
One of the best coaches in paintball. Ended up. So look, it doesn't matter. Anybody can do it.
If you live in California,
it helps to live in California. No, but Texas is huge.
Yeah.
If you're in Texas, it's great. Where would you say, based on where you ship product to, are the hot spots? I know,
Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, Texas. And Tennessee, out there at the farm, they're starting to do stuff.
Really?
It seems.
What's the farm?
Farm is a paintball field out there. They kind of brought tournament paintball to Tennessee.
Okay.
So they're doing stuff. You guys are doing it.
Who runs that?
His name escapes me at the moment.
It's not Damien, is it?
Damien Ryan?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he's got his Plum Farm thing, or is that just his?
Yeah, Plum is something different.
Okay.
But didn't Damien do Astra? Is that not him?
No, Dimitri Ninos did Astra. And I believe the first place for that, by the way, let me just throw this out there, was $15,000. Or was it a $15,000 prize package?
That's an incredible prize package. That's like back in the day prize packages.
Yeah, it's getting there. I think the most we won was $50,000 in the Ryan Knott has a request. I turned up the volume just slightly too. I don't know. A lot of people were saying I always get this thing, and it was like someone would message me and go, "Dude, I just blew my eardrums out," because obviously, and you can see the mic and how like the monitors go.
Yeah.
I have to turn that one way down, but when it's up all the way, that thing is just. Some people have to listen to the show. I know I've got fans here who have kids, or they don't want their wives don't want to listen to this, or whoever. They're at school, they don't want to listen to this, and they got headphones on, and when you hit that horn at full blast, it apparently makes people's
That's what you came here for.
Yeah, ears bleed. So, and thank you also very much for that. Who was that?
Oh, Jay Stu, Nashville Paintball too, of course.
And Nashville Paintball. Yeah. Mr. Taylor Johnson for us hitting the air horn as much as we did. So, but yes, we are. I'm always open for, like I said, new emojis to give you guys. Obviously, I got a bunch of Alex Frazies. You want to show Zizek all the Alex Frazier emojis that we got in there?
Let's see them.
I'm looking for
Can I get these on my phone?
New ideas. I don't know. That would be pretty cool. I'm gonna submit this to the emoji. What's that company? Or like not the company. There's like there's a group that just decides.
Oh, the International Emoji Council.
Yes, the international. It might be. It is.
Sounds legit.
It is. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You can. I can immortalize anybody at this point.
Yeah. Oh, there's two. There's two. There's two. There's a Sloan. Oliver. Wait, who is that?
That's Oliver. That's Oliver. And it was the man from Mr. Thomas Crown Affair. Is what this trivia was.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan. So yeah, I want to do a couple of things here. Zizek, eat that gumball from Seth Martin. It says
$10 to eat a gumball.
Yeah, there you go. You got $10. I will open my wallet and hand you that $10.
Really? It's not bad, huh?
It's not. I mean, Camille ate one. She spit it out. Kyle did not make it very far at all, which was very unfortunate.
Well, I've got some water here.
Okay.
You know.
There we go.
I can always spit it out, right? Do you have?
Let me go get you. Let me go get you something to. Proper, yeah. Dude, I got you, my man.
Are you gonna have one too?
I am not gonna have one because it does interfere with my ability to push all these buttons and make sure you kind of like I lose sight.
Oh, so it's that bad, huh?
It's not that bad.
So I'm gonna be out of commission after this.
I don't think so. I'm gonna get you a bowl.
A bowl.
Will just be something to spit it into.
Okay.
Or a bag. I'll just get you a bag. Yeah. How about that? I'm gonna get you a bag to spit that into.
I'm already planning to eject this from my face.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost the rules at this point is that you have to eat something lousy and terrible. Look at this. You're gonna get like a fancy bag, not just any kind of bag. You get like a nice.
Oh, it's a gift bag.
It's a gift bag.
So I can take it home to my wife and say, "Look what I got."
Yeah. Look, honey. Look what I got. So here we go, everybody. I definitely should have made an emoji for you because then they would be firing this thing off. Is there a flame emoji that we can start putting in there? That's a good one. There we go. Easy as that. All right, and that's another one. I'll hold this because I don't want you to accidentally. Forky. Shout out to Forky. Forky is the one who sent us this. You sick.
It's hot. It's also sweet.
It is.
Which keeps me chewing. But all the juices, I don't want to swallow the juices.
You gotta swallow once. Just don't swallow the actual gum. What do we say? What happened? It's sweet, so it keeps me chewing.
This is the spiciest thing I've ever had in my life.
Are you just Zizek on there? Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Well, you guys got it. Yeah. So your experience on the Spick Span Show has been a fun one. Probably not going to come back anytime soon. We've got pickled pig's feet next week if you want to stop by and try some of those. We ate bugs one time. So how are you? See? And then you wanted me to eat that, and I got to do all this stuff. What are you looking for? You looking for?
Looking for relief somewhere.
You're looking for an exit.
I need tissue.
Well, while Zizek is running his mouth, Kyle likes to run his mouth directly under the faucet, which it sounds like you might be doing already. So shout out But I got $10 for you. So if that's any consolation prize, that's he is now has his head under the sink like Kyle. So I guess there is something to that. A little hotter than the Tabasco sauce that he puts on his eggs in the morning. But while he's re-evaluating life at this moment, I want to give a big, huge shout out to Sean Waka and the team Overkill from Boise. Met all the crew over there from Boise. Every single one of them were shooting a different, unique signature series force. They had the Mike Urena. They had the Arturo Andrade. They had the Tequila Sunrise. They had they had a bunch of different signature series forces. They said they love them. I believe they did incredibly well at the event as well. So shout out to Sean and everybody from Boise, Idaho. Boise's really nice, up and coming.
Oh man!
So you found a bag of cranberry cashew almonds. You can hold on to those ones.
My stomach.
Here we go. Look, hey, your stomach hurts already. You got $5 for the ambulance fund. And he did take it better than Kyle did, but
it's the snot. The snot that gets you.
I'm gonna go ahead. 84 likes. Let's get it up to 100 likes, everybody, and I'm gonna go ahead and give away. I'm gonna start giving away some of the bigger items here. We've got the wallet, the gold medal, and the silver coin. Plus, if you are a Mega Support status member, I'm spinning the wheel with everybody that's on there. I want to thank you guys, especially everybody out there, for all of the continued support in paintball. I want to thank you guys for the support for the show, for all of the content that you guys consume on the internet, whether it's Play the Game podcast, the D's on Docs, the us, obviously. What else do they have out there? I believe Paintball Room My Life has got a good thing going. Twitter's a fun place to be if you want to follow any of that stuff. What other time, they're gonna eventually put something on social media. Here.
Who's gonna do that?
You guys.
Push. We're on Instagram at Push Paintball. We do stuff all the time.
I meant on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube. Maybe you can come on our podcast.
You guys have a
No, but we will.
So I'm gonna jump over to the wheel of names right now. You guys know the rules here. We're gonna spin it. This is gonna be. I'm gonna go this order. I'm gonna go wallet. Then we're gonna hit an air horn because these are more substantial.
I'm ready.
Okay, you're gonna be ready with the air horn. Good. Then I'm gonna go signed silver coin dual coin. Remember, get 10 of these things, and it's not buy 10 of them. We know if you won them in a match versus when you guys bought them. Alex has eyes everywhere. Win 10 of these things, or lose 10 of them to me, and I get a headband. Or win 10 of them, you get a headband.
You should win. You should win.
You should win. That's the goal. And if not, it's still really fun. I believe that they just put second edition coins with Matt Marshall on them. Also, if you win on the webcast, whether you're divisional or pro, you get a special gold and red coin, which looks really cool. So I'm going to be doing my best to get as many one-on-ones. Maybe if we're about to beat a team, I might shoot 4 of my guys in the back and then try to win a one-on-one. Might get in trouble for that. Could backfire horrendously.
I don't know what you're saying. My ears are ringing still. I don't know what's happening.
All right, guys. This is going to be for an HK Army wallet. Shout out to HK Army for the years of support.
Get the thing ready.
Oh, get the air horn ready. All right. You feeling good enough? You gonna be able to hit it? Big space bar. Callie Ferdinand Piano. All right.
Great last name.
That is. Shout out to Mr. Ferdinand. Okay, this one is going for the coin dual coin. Hitting it.
1/10 of a chance to win the Master Dueler.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be on the way to almost be. Ooh, what is that? Aaron Friedman. Oh, yep. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna. Yeah, there's fireworks on the screen. So what I'm gonna do right now is I am going to. We're going to slowly build this one up a little bit more. We want a little bit more hype on this one. So why don't you hold this?
I will hold that.
Show it. Present it. See if you're, if you're able to.
First of all, who are the other people that have possession of these? Who owns one of these?
Alex Goldman. Okay.
Is he a Golden Barrel winner?
He is also a Golden Barrel winner.
He is. He is
yes,
MVP?
He is an MVP.
He's an MVP.
Just recently crowned MVP. Played well. He flew in on Sunday and played one match, and it was just Sunday. LJ Parrish, I believe he won the MVP at that event, but it was kind of,
LJ Parrish has one of these.
LJ Parrish played with Impact.
And Alex Golden so far.
Alex Goldman. Then we got Nick Laval. Nick Laval is the unsung hero in that event because he was in every point, back center, playing till the end. Then Brandon Cornell, not a Golden Barrel winner, but he is up there and he is a baller. Then A-Rod, who had a phenomenal event. He played lights out, exactly. This field was built for him, I would say. The center wasn't incredibly strong, but he was able to make some really good moves up in the middle on those routes. So A-Rod, also a Golden Barrel winner. Okay. Then we had Matt Jackson, who is also a Golden Barrel winner. Booyah. So Impact's got a stacked roster. Trevor Reeser.
How'd they get such a stacked roster?
They've got a lot of money.
How'd that... Oh.
Yeah. They've just got a lot more money than everybody else.
That's a factor.
Well, yeah, right. We're at 99 likes, everybody. Huh? 100 likes to hit this thing?
Man.
Make sure. Okay.
You could be...
Yeah, you could be among them.
Names mentioned.
And Dave Baines obviously has one. I believe VG from the assistant coach from Columbia. He has one because he helps them a lot. He'll be in Chicago with them. He's a great dude. As are everybody, all of the guys that I mentioned there.
Wow. Can we just stop this and can I have this?
Do you want to? Yeah, you just join. You just join the channel, and then you have to get incredibly lucky. Or just have that thing disappear. So we're at 100.
I might do that.
The rules. Actually, you know what we're gonna do right now? Hold on. I'm gonna let you get on some of this action. Let's put this one down for 1 second. Let's pick up the gear bag. Let's pick up the gear bag. You know what? We're taking a slight detour. Let me do this real quick. Let me beef up the names here. Let me make sure that everybody who is a super mega support status member,
they get a shot. And you get a free gumball in the bag, not wrapped.
So I am adding everybody who is a super mega support status member to their own wheel right now.
Oh my gosh.
Let me select them. Boom. Okay. Little control copy. Does anybody know, what do you guys think is my favorite keystroke on here?
Control Alt Delete.
Nope. That was it. That was it a long time ago. But now I've learned, I've branched out quite a bit.
I'm gonna go with Control V. Because if you Control C and you don't Control V, what's the point of Control C?
Nope, it's another one. Does anybody know what my favorite control keystroke is?
Command Shift Delete.
Nope, you already said that one. What does that one do?
Get rid of the trash can.
Oh, no way. Huh.
Command Shift Delete.
Nope. Command F, that's right. You find everything. Because I'll tell you what, I've now become a master of the Command F, because let me just share a little thing.
It's hard to master that one.
It is because it's the thumb and the forefinger.
You got to reach.
But because when people join, YouTube doesn't notify me.
No, of course not.
No, when people cancel their membership, YouTube doesn't notify me.
Why don't they do that?
And we are just hovering around 250 members of 3 different tiers. You've got the thanks for the support membership, which gets you on the wheel. You've got the discounted merch perk membership, which gets you on the wheel. It gets you the emojis, and it gets you discount codes every so often.
You could be on the wheel 3 times.
You had a 10. No, it's just one time. But yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, but you could join 3 different times.
You could.
If you want to. Yeah. You could create ghost accounts. You get 10% off of the Oculock barrel kit. I believe there's a Valken discount code. There's some sandals discount codes. There's a bunch of discount codes that we release when we can. And then there's the super mega support status members, which are the top tier guys. You get the signed poster.
Wow.
Yep. You get the signed Dynasty poster, Spick and Span poster right here. Signed. This one's not signed yet because Island Designs just delivered a new fresh stack of these.
Rise Eye. It's the Rise Eye.
Which what's the Rise Eye? Oh yeah, the Rise Eye poster. We'll make a Rise Eye poster just for this one. Well, I'll implement it next week.
All right.
I'll get you a graphic. We'll get you a Zizek graphic. I'll screenshot from when you ate that gumball, and I will make sure you have a graphic.
Someone
by next
requested
week.
that actually.
Yes, done deal. That's actually an easy thing for me to do, and I will do that as soon as the show is over. And I'm excited about that actually right now. And you get all that stuff, and you get a monthly giveaway. Go ahead and reach your hand in the bag.
What do you get for the monthly giveaway?
Well, last month you got a Hormesis pin and a keychain. 1 month you got we got a Spick Span shirt one time. You got a Spick Span coffee mug one time. You got let's see, a really cool sticker pack.
What is this?
Oh, and at the end of this month, you're gonna get a push paintball goggle. Plus, all of you guys, I do appreciate all the support. It helps to fund the show. It helps to keep the lights on. It helps to.
What if you don't like blue?
Then maybe you, hopefully you do, because I'm not going to ask you which one you like. And then just sometimes we'll do a special giveaway just for you members. So the odds are increased because it's just you guys on this wheel. So that's what's happening right now with all of the super mega support status members. You guys are going to, one of you are going to walk away with this.
How do you become a super mega support?
So there's a little join button next to the subscribe button down below. You can click that. I believe pretty much everybody who's in the chats right now, we got 121 people here in the chat right now. If you guys join throughout the week, if you're watching the show on a Tuesday, on a Thursday, on any day,
it's Monday.
You guys get it. Today's Monday. We do it every week. We're actually talking about moving the show to Tuesdays. But that's a fluid thing. Obviously, with us flying back from events, sometimes if Impact wins, Kyle misses his flight. Sometimes right now they're canceling flights like crazy. There's a lot of variables here that are going on, and so we're still talking about it. But episode 50 next week is going to be huge. We've got a ton of stuff, and that is going down. And I'm keep talking. Do you want to click the button, or do you want to?
I think I do.
Yeah,
I think
so.
I do.
So let me go over here real quick. Hold on. Let me get over to the second monitor. This wheel you were gonna notice is substantially smaller, and we're gonna have Zizek click it. You just click right there to spin. Go again. One more time. There it is.
Oh, it's going.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. So I'm ready with this. Brandon, is it gonna be Brandon? Brandon Cahill. Yeah. My man,
nice, Brandon.
Thank
wins
you.
This right here.
Yeah. Let's hold on. Let's pick it up. Pick it a little higher. There you go.
Brandon, 50 cans and ice you can fit in here.
Yes, all sorts.
Attach your accessories.
Ryan Hessner joined at the last second. Ryan, don't even worry about it. There's going to be another really big prize for all mega super support status members next week as well, because obviously I'm not just gonna do an episode 50 and not give back to you dudes.
Of course.
So let me add Ryan's name to the big set of wheels here. Or actually, he upgraded, so you're already on there. Let's finish making sure. Let's type in Hessner. There he is.
So if you're thinking about adding yourself to the mega super support status, probably do it now instead of waiting for the next show. Now's the time to upgrade, everybody. Now is the time. Oops. Just gave away a cooler bag. I'm sweating from that. That was exciting.
That was an exciting situation. That just went
I can see why you like to give stuff away, because you got the wheel.
I do.
The siren.
Look, I'm pumped on it. I like giving stuff away because look,
everyone wins.
Everyone wins. Sponsors gave it to me, and I love to give it back to you guys. Also, I know that I have a lot of other prizes that are coming for next week that are being donated from some of you supporters that are out there. We're gonna be sending some stuff, and I'm gonna make sure that it gets given out.
Good job.
It's re-gift.
Good job, guys.
Re-gift. And with that being said, also, if anybody out there does have stuff that they're like, I was going to sell this, but I actually would like to give it away for charity.
Or Tums. If you guys got Tums and antacids, I could use one.
Yeah.
Right about now.
We'll give you Zizek's address.
Stomach. I'm trying to hold it together.
All right. So we'll, in the interest of getting him to a 7-Eleven immediately for some Pepto-Bismol.
Or a hospital.
I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the monitor here. This is for the gold medal for all, and I'm gonna, this is the last, maybe it might not be the last air horn, but that it's going to come with an air horn. Sarah Ryan is now an official winner of the NXL Golden State Open.
Incredible.
You can tell your kids about it.
Only Sarah Lyon and Gold Barrel MVPs.
And you know what? I forgot about the G2 hat. I forgot to say I wrote it on the side of where I was giving everything away.
Is this the G2 hat right here?
This is the G2 hat. You know, just because we have one extra one, this is going to Mr. Spencer. Oh, Carnage.
That is a clever spelling for something so devastating.
For something so devastating. So, congratulations to all of our winners. I can't thank you guys enough for your support. I hope Isaac comes back some other time. You know, if Kyle's sick or out or anything.
I might just make him sick so I can come back.
Yeah, I might accidentally give him a gumball and he might not be able to come back again.
That might be
But I do thank you very much. Thank you. Awesome. You gave us a bunch of cool gifts. I had called him. I said straight up. And now if I called Crystal Soy, I probably would have gotten more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without a doubt. But
Hormesis. You got a Crystal Soy Hormesis.
Oh yeah, does he have those things in? Can you guys hear my dog snoring right now?
I think down the street they can hear your dog snoring.
Yeah. Rose, hey, knock it off. We got a show going on here. Anyway, I want to thank Isaac for joining us. I want to thank Isaac for a really cool, fun show. Thank you very much for eating that. I owe you $10. I'll give you the 15 because there was the ambulance fund.
I mean, yeah.
I want to thank you and Push for donating a bunch of stuff, and on behalf of the Mega Support Status members for the headbands that they're gonna get.
Enjoy those headbands, Mega Status Support members.
Yeah, if you guys are wanting to join to support the show, obviously click all the buttons. And next week you are going to want to tune in. Set your reminders now. 4 p.m. Monday. Episode 50 is going to be huge. We're going to be giving away probably close to $500 or more worth of product.
That's like the golden anniversary.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to get a bunch of ideas on what else to give away, and I want to get an actual accounting of everything so I can be like, we've given away in 50 episodes, we've given away. I have a pretty good idea, but I want to say it's been north of 10 pairs of goggles, a couple barrel kits.
You want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
Flex
jackets, sweatshirts, t-shirts.
Giving away stuff over here.
This, that,
get
other
it.
Thing. Hormesis headbands. We've given away at least 15 Hormesis headbands.
You can't even buy those.
Yeah.
They're giving them away over here.
So, again, why you wouldn't want to tune in, I think I don't even need to tell everybody who's watching right now, because if you're actually still staying through this point when I'm plugging the sponsors, that means you're a true fan and a true member. So,
you're smart. You make good decisions.
Speaking of sponsors and everything, click on all of the supporters down below. The New Balance team store is up. Opkix cameras, paintball players are loving them. You get the full setup. This one's actually going to be a team one. So Alex requested that he gets one because he wants to bunker a lot of people.
Yeah,
they're really fun to watch, fun to shoot, fun to play with, and
Eric Hunter had one out at Velocity.
Yes,
and did some recordings and my voice, the pepper thing, but it was amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
I want to say
it's like playing Greg Hastings paintball, but you're not playing. You're watching.
You're watching.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I had a cool little video that I played on here a while ago. Me bunkering a bunch of people.
Oh, you got great videos.
Yeah,
all your videos are great.
Pretty much always just the bunking.
I saw you bunker Alex Goldman one time.
Yeah. Yep. I shot him one time all day, and obviously I had to rub that in.
Yeah.
You got to keep him grounded.
Put that in my favorites.
You got to put that. You got to keep that boy grounded. You got to keep that boy grounded. So again, everybody, thank you so very much for the support. And we will see you next week.
But
positive vibes. Do you want to hit the air horn one more time?
I do.
Hold on, wait. There you go.
Enjoy that, folks.
All right. Whoops. And now we're actually live.